Berlin, Berlin, du bist ein heißes Pflaster. Wer dich nicht kennt, verbrüht sich leicht den Fuß. Wo die Moral wohnt, wohnt auch gleich das Laster. Und der Verriss blüht neben süßen Schmus. Das ist Berlin, wie es weint und wie es lacht.
Ich bin ein Berliner.
Today on My Berlin, I'm visiting the Israeli embassy.
Hello.
Hello, welcome. Good to see
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador, that we could be here to film.
That's okay.
I'm looking
Our pleasure.
forward for seeing your beautiful embassy.
I hope and I'm sure.
The Israeli embassy
Thank
in
you.
Berlin is the headquarters of the diplomatic representation of Israel in Germany. It is located in Schmargendorf, which is on the west side of Berlin.
So, Mr. Ambassador, now we're in your office. Yeah, and there are lots of to see. Tell me about your office.
Well, it's my office. But actually, the embassy was designed in a unique way. It resembles to a medieval ship. So now we are actually at the captain's cabin or the captain's quarters. And when we go outside later into the garden, you can shoot it from the outside and you'll see what I mean. So actually it's a command post by all means. And for a change, the architect who designed this place had some brilliant ideas. That's the office. That's, you can say, the heart of embassy activities, or one of the hearts of embassy activities. And well, that's about it. There's nothing special about it. It's like a routine office with the routine material, the routine furniture, and the routine tools of working, the routine photos on the wall. But as I said, two things are unique. First of all, the design, and second, the fact that we are in Berlin, and that's a different story.
That's a different story. We come back to that. So that means you come here in the morning at 9 o'clock, have your coffee or your tea, your water, and then you communicate with Israel a lot too, then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day?
Every day, all the time. I mean, it's 24 hours a day, and today, because of advanced communications, as you know, the world has turned long ago into a global village. Yeah. So there's no problem. Yeah, but we work with Israel, although we are also independent in a way, because every embassy, every representation has its own jurisdiction. You don't call mommy and daddy all the time to ask them whether I could buy this or to do that. Yeah. You have the general policy and so on, and that's our role, to implement and to do explore new things as well.
And you put a lot of personal touch in here. I'm so glad that we could see it. I see that you're a Hertha BSC fan. You have a flag of Hertha BSC in the back. It matches the Israeli flag.
Well, it's not pre-planned, but I'm a sports fan, especially football, and I enjoy my stay in Germany also when it comes to football. And here I go, and whenever it's possible, but quite a lot, I go to the Olympic Stadium to watch and support Hertha, but not even here. Sometimes I follow the team to other places in Germany when it's available, and it's coincide with my timetable. So yeah.
So I can say the ambassador is a hardcore fan of Hertha BSC.
Yes, of course.
Perfect.
Of course.
And then you have lots of pictures from, wow, pretty impressive. I saw in the back, Emerson, I met him personally too, and from Merkel you met millions of times, and that's great to see those pictures.
Yeah, well, that's, as I said, it's part of the routine. You have to cover the walls, but actually, you have some memories from each place, and also from this place. And meeting people, it's part of the job. I mean, it's still, at the end of the day, the role of diplomat in the modern world has changed a lot from the way it used to be when it started, hundreds, if not thousands of years ago. Those days, let's talk even about the medieval ages. Those days, there were ambassadors that it was a one mission career. They were sent to a capital in Europe and then spend the entire duration of their lives. I mean, they didn't go back and forth as we do today.
Okay.
Sometimes reports they sent back home when they reached the king or the prince, the subject of the report was already dead. Or the recipient of the report was already dead and nobody knew about it.
Now it's not possible anymore.
It's not possible anymore. But still, so there are plenty of people, for example, who would come and ask, so why the hell do we need those people? They're wasting taxpayers' money. Enjoy good life, because the image of a diplomat is, it's they're well dressed and they live abroad and they hop in, hop out from one cocktail party to dinner, and then why do we need to, if they can finance it from their own means, then let them do it. But why should we, citizens, hardworking taxpayer citizens, why should we do this or finance it? Well, but today, of course, and especially when people come and tell you, if leader A wants to talk to leader B, all they have to do is to pick up the phone or the cellular phone, or they can have also a video conference and they talk to each other.
Yeah.
Yes and no. Yes, it's a fact of life that you can do it. Communication is very easy today. But no, because also you need the depth dimension of relations, of what's happening in the country, but also you need the personal dimension. And a telephone conversation or even a video conversation is not an appropriate substitute for a personal meeting.
That's true.
That's the way of life.
And for me, it's the feeling, which is true. I'm not in Germany at the moment, no? Because I'm at the embassy of Israel. So I'm in the state of Israel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not only the impression, it's also
great feeling.
Yeah, it's also legally. I mean, it's an ex-territorium, it's Israeli territory. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So you're going to show me now. We're going to go outside, and you show me the outside of this beautiful building and a few other elements which are in the garden of this wonderful embassy. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
I'm looking forward to it.
Let's do it.
Thanks.
So, before we went outside, the ambassador had me take a look at his shelf.
So what? This is
The Dortmund Stadium.
Dortmund Stadium. Yeah, I've been there, and that's the present that I.
That's very interesting because I'm from that country, but we're in Berlin now.
Yeah.
And you have the football.
Football, the final from the Champions League from last year.
There you're with Emerson.
The Emersons, yet it's we have already a tradition that it's been established in Berlin long before my time or John's time, that on Hanukkah, the candle festival of candle,
The Brandenburger Gate.
the Brandenburger Gate, and you start with a reception at
nice.
the American embassy, and then we go out, usually to the very cold weather, to light
December,
the
it
December.
is.
Usually it's the round about December. So this is one of
Nice.
the receptions that we were there with our spouses.
Yes.
And what
then
else did you want to
with
see? That's
Miss
that's
Merkel.
Merkel, Netanyahu, and me. It's in the last time where the German-Israeli governmental consultations took place in Israel. It was early 2014, and the last round was here mid-February this year.
Okay.
You know, we have it usually once a year, once here, once in Jerusalem.
Oh, right. Nice.
And that's from a different part
Yeah.
of my career. That's King of Jordan.
Because do you speak lots of languages?
Yeah, few.
Because of lots of languages. Then we go outside.
Okay.
So now, Mr. Ambassador, we're now in the backyard of the embassy. We see this beautiful building we talked about earlier.
Yeah, and you see the office. As I said, it looks like, and it is the captain's office. And the whole history of this compound is very interesting, but actually it is a reflection of Jewish history in Germany, because the entire area where we are now standing was a part of a gardener school. In the piece of property was bought by a Jewish businessman, mid-20s, and he wanted here to have his mansion or residence. The family had to flee a few years after, and this became property of the Nazi government. And when we were looking for a piece of ground to have our embassy and residence, we were offered this piece, which used to be once Jewish property.
Okay.
And now we have both the residence that we'll see later and the embassy. And the idea is that the same materials that the house, this neoclassicist house, which is the residence, was composed of, should be the embassy as well, with modern additions. So you have, from the architecture point of view, maybe the two extremes of design standing one right next to the other. They are not contradicting. In our view, they are complementing each other.
Yes, they do. And since when is this? When was this built then?
This was inaugurated 15 years ago.
15 years,
Yes,
yeah, because
and,
it was in Bonn.
It was in Bonn, yeah. The
Israel
embassy was in Bad Godesberg in Bonn.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it moved here, and it's perfect place, you think?
Perfect place, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
nice
quiet
green.
area, green area, a lot of activities. Yeah.
And then I heard we're going to walk there now. There are trees. They
Yes.
were
Planted two miniature apple trees that were planted by the two then-time foreign ministers, Joschka Fischer from Germany and Shimon Peres from Israel, on the occasion of the inauguration of the embassy.
We're going to go there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
thanks. I don't know so many words. Shalom. That means?
Everybody knows shalom. Shalom means hello when two people meet or someone enters a room, but also it means peace. And I think the only two languages that I know that this word means both hello and peace are Hebrew and Arabic.
Okay.
And I can imagine that's because of their common origin. The two languages come not only from the same group, but they come from the same origin. So shalom in Hebrew is salam in Arabic, which is you can hear the resemblance. And that's the two languages I know. Maybe there are more, and I would love to hear about it. But the only two languages were it means peace and hello.
Hello. Wow, beautiful. Yeah. Thank you. Now I'm learning. And now I see the trees over there.
Yeah, these two trees. These were planted, as I said, 15 years ago by Peres and Joschka Fischer. They're bearing fruits now, but those apples are not eatable.
They're staying that small.
That's staying that small. They'll grow up a little bit, develop, and they will change the color, but you can't eat it. It's a miniature. It's not a real apple tree. We have here another tree that we brought all the way from Israel. It's an olive tree, and this one is a little bit hard to take care of because it can survive German winter only when it is covered by a tent, and it's been posted in a special place which is over the heating system of the embassy, so it gets some heat from downstairs. But this one can stay like
they
this.
They can stay outside. And now we're going to go inside your residence.
Yeah.
Woo!
Welcome.
Das ist Berlin, wie es weint und wie es lacht.